Welcome to One Brothas Mind, and I am KD Smooth. Today we will question and challenge popular information and views from a B1 perspective, while we expose the real facts you need. We do this to strengthen your logical, critical, and discerning thinking skills. Because in today's world, hard choices are mandatory and they come with consequences. So you need all the information. And at One Brothas Mind, we do this from a B1 Yeshua the Christ followers perspective. Now, if you're not ready, you better get ready with KD Smooth at One Brothas Mind. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's KD Smooth coming back at you with a new report. Welcome. Shalom, family. In today's report, family, we are going to briefly cover this on your screen. Black Kansas City high school students, athletes, terrorized by white supremacists. Before we get started, family, remember to hit the like button, share this report on all your social media, and be sure to be subscribed to One Brothas Mind, where we try to bring you the information and facts you need. They're messing with us today, family, with this report. This is our second attempt at this live report. They don't want this truth to be told, to be shown, so we're gonna do it again. We ain't gonna stop. We're gonna get this information out. Okay. This report comes to you from the Kansas City Defender. As you see on your screen, it was a report written by a Ryan S. on December 6, 2022. It's kind of still breaking. Anyway, there's not too many reports about this out here in these social media streets. So we're going to dig in here. Again, out of the Kansas City Defender, the headline reads, "Violent White Supremacy on the Rise. White Kansas high school students threaten to hang black players, taunt with blackface doll, and attempt to raid black players' locker room after the game." Yeah. One more time for good measure. The headline out of the Kansas City Defender: Violent white supremacy on the rise. White Kansas high school students threaten to hang black players, taunt with blackface baby doll, and attempt to raid black players' locker room after game. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to share with you what this article is. A short article. I would presume more information is going to come out as more investigation is done on this situation, and as well as more reports are done on this. So help this story go viral. Share this on all your social media, family. We need more information on this. I got questions. Okay. So the report in the Kansas City Defender goes on to read, a Kansas basketball game turned violently racist when white students threatened to hang black players and attempted to raid and attack them in their locker room. Valley Center, Kansas City. A Kansas high school district is under major fire after white students at Valley Center High School launched vicious KKK-era racist attacks against the mostly black basketball team at Topeka High School. First, their student section called one of our students the N-word. Our players reacted, and then they started chants calling him a P-word. The other word for cats, y'all. Their parents were also the white students' parents were also calling our students and our parents, the black parents, racial slurs. Their student section was passing and waving around a black baby doll. Sophomore girls basketball player Jamar Benning told the Defender. Topeka High School boys basketball coach Gio Lyons told the Defender he has never witnessed anything remotely close to this before and was absolutely horrified. Okay? He went on to say they said they were going to hang our students. They had students out in the parking lot. They had students, pardon me, family. They had students out in the parking lot doing donuts in the parking lot, saying that they would hang our players. He told us, he said, also, absolutely no action was taken on behalf of the Valley Center School administration to try to stop the viciously racist events throughout the game, and that no one has reached out to him since it happened. Okay? It was also said in this report, by the time the game ended, it got so bad, their student section tried to raid our locker room. They came running at us. It was definitely very scary. They were trying to attack us. Okay. He went on to say, nobody from Valley Center has reached out to me, being the coach. I haven't heard one word from the principal, the superintendent, the coach, the athletic director, no one. I don't even want an apology at this point, he said. Coach Lyons said he wants to see immediate major action taken to hold this school accountable. Topeka High School basketball coach Gio Lyons has started a petition to remove fans from Valley Center High School sporting events as a first step to holding the district accountable. Again, family, this is a developing story. I mean, it's been out, or this occurred over a week ago, but it's just now starting to make its rounds on social media. So hopefully we can get this story and report to go viral to help shed light and bring light to what has happened and put more pressure on this Valley Center High School and its authorities, as well as get to the bottom of this investigation immediately and hopefully have immediate action taking place. Okay? So real quick, in addition to that, family, I'm going to share with you guys just a really brief video. There's no sound to this. Okay? It's a really brief video that confirms the report that there was a black baby doll being passed around. You see the student body. Okay, it wasn't like this was a full gymnasium full of fans or not like that. This was one solid group, as you see on your screen. That's Coach Lyons there, if I got his name correct. Let's see here. Want to get the brother's name correct. Yeah, Coach Lyons. Oh, sorry. That's the article I was reading from. Yeah, you can see the situation. So it wasn't like, oh, we can't find the people, the students who were saying this. In fact, as the report showed, nothing was done. No action was taken during the game when this was happening. You literally got, at best, maybe 25 fans from that school right here all batched together. And yet you still can't find who's making the racist comments and threats. Okay, again, family, real quick, there's no sound on this video. I'm gonna probably run it a couple times for you. It's a little grainy because it's a video that was taken from the other side of the court. So they're trying to zoom in, but you get the gist of this black baby doll situation as well. Here we go, family. Yeah, that's it right there, being held by that lady. That lady was not a student. Okay, most likely that was a parent holding that. It didn't look like a student to me. Okay. All right. So, yeah, family. I know hearing this is a little shocking. A lot of shocking. Okay. So, obviously there are some questions here. First question comes to right off the top was the moment the first racist trope, racist verbal attack was heard and confirmed, why wasn't the game stopped? The officials from the game, the referees, the school officials there go right into that small crowd, identify who said it, pull them out. Why weren't those people removed, whether they were students or parents? Yeah, I'm making a point here. Okay. In addition to the game being stopped, the offending fans, if you will, whether they're students or parents, identified and removed, I got a question about Coach Lyons, the black coach. Coach, when you clearly confirmed and heard what was happening, Coach, you have an obligation to protect your players. They're under your protection in addition to coaching, right? The moment you was able to confirm that this was going on, why didn't you stop the game, call timeout, tell your players, get y'all stuff. We are leaving right now. And leave. Go in the locker room, get the rest of your stuff, and literally walk out. I don't give a damn what the other team, the refs, and the school had to say. Because at this point, at a certain point during this game, you and these black kids are now in danger. Okay? All bets off. Coach, other black coaches around the United States, learn from this. You have to take action. Black people, I keep telling y'all, stop just sitting as lame ducks waiting to be attacked. Stop doing that. They're, in most cases, in this example, they're not going to respond because they don't care to respond or take action oftentimes. But we have to respond. And the number one thing we have to do is protect ourselves and our children. Whether it's this type of situation at a high school basketball game, or whether it's a Karen or Darren that literally tries to walk up on us, well, it don't matter what it is. Okay? We have to respond. We have to take action to protect ourselves. And at this time, family, we're going to have a brief non-commercial break. from one of our sponsors, unofficial sponsors, let me say that. Big shout out to Professor Black Truth. Please search up Professor Black Truth on YouTube and review some of his information and reports. They are definitely of value to the community. And at this time,
a word from the official sponsor of Black Empowerment, Power Tools. There's no telling when something's going to come up, so make sure you carry your power tools at all times. You never know when you're going to need to bring the hammer down, or when you'll have some trash that needs to be blown away, or some obstacle that requires cutting down. Don't get caught empty-handed. Keep your hammer close by. Keep that leaf blower at the ready. And always carry your steel. Power Tools. Because no matter what your day job or side hustle may be, there's no excuse for not being ready to put in some work.
Okay, family, we're back. Just a couple more quick questions about this situation. Like I said, clearly the game was not stopped. The question is why. Clearly, the offending fans or students, whatever you want to call them, were not identified and removed, and that was not something that would have been difficult to do as far as identifying them, because there was only about, as you saw, 25 approximate people on that side, on that school side of the gymnasium. And clearly, if there was no one identified, there were no arrests for terroristic threats made. They literally tried to enter into the black team's locker room to get at them and attack them. Yet there were no arrests made. I'm making a point with my questions, family. Okay? We have to stop being lame ducks and not responding and somehow thinking we can depend on the goodness of everybody else, of somebody else to protect us, family. We can't afford to do that. Okay? And remember, be clear, this is in Kansas City. All right? And I just want to make a quick note to remind you what else is currently going on in Kansas City. This dude, this situation that's on your screen. Yeah, if you don't, this is what's going on in Kansas City also, family. If you remember, this brother here put out a social media post complaining and exposing that black people in Kansas City had been reporting to the police that black women were turning up missing and being kidnapped, and even turning up deleted. And the local mainstream media and the newspapers and things, as you see to the right of your screen, they all posted and put out and blasted that this brother was lying, that the black people in the Kansas City community was lying. There was no truth to the rumors. There was nothing, right? And then a couple days later, a black lady escaped from this man's house, the basement of his house, ran down the street, knocking and banging on doors until she eventually got some help from some neighbors in this neighborhood. And the police were called and they finally came out and arrested this guy. But again, in that report, family, there's a whole lot of questions about that, if you can't already tell, in regards to what happened, the police response, the mainstream media response. There's a gang of problems. And there's been, as far as I am aware of, virtually no new information that has been released about this situation in Kansas City. So my point is, what's going on at the high school basketball game does not surprise KD's move. That's my point. Does not surprise KD's move. Okay? Again, family, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but we have to, the black community, so-called black people, we have to respond and start protecting ourselves with all options on the table. In this situation, why didn't the coach stop the game, call timeout, get his players and leave? Okay? Why weren't the fans doing this white supremacist terrorism during a high school basketball game? Why weren't they identified and removed by the school? Once they were identified, why were there no arrests for terroristic threats and the literal attempted attack? Yeah, family. Okay, so again, if this report doesn't come out well, I will re-stream this because this one's a real quick one. We're going to keep doing it until it's uploaded, and these people who are trying to stop us from reporting the truth, I'm gonna keep at this until this report is uploaded in a full, clean fashion. Okay, so don't worry if it chops off on this one. I'm gonna fix it. Just stay with me. Stay with One Brothas Mind. We're gonna get it up. Okay. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this report, family. I mean, is there any other questions that y'all come up with of things that should have happened? Or are any other suggestions in regards to things that we need to start doing to protect ourselves, family? I mean, wow. Okay, there you have it. Let's chop it up on this report in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, and we'll go from there. And this concludes this broadcast for One Brothas Mind. We thank you for joining us, and as a part of the new Black media, B1 choices are mandatory, and being on code is required. But never fear, Yeshua the Christ is with you always. Shalom.